I can't believe I'm actually considering putting this on the internet. Hey girl, hey. Woo, okay. So I actually did want to record today, but I didn't think that this was what I was going to record. So as you could tell already from the title of the video, I am going to a job interview. So this is not your average job interview makeup. This is going to a MAC job interview. I decided to just quickly grab my camera. I had already done my brows and I'm like, wait, I should film this because I remember when I was working for MAC, I'm just applying for another position. I remember when I was looking for like job interview type questions online for MAC, and I was looking for what I should wear. I didn't know what to wear. I didn't know how to do my makeup, so I just wanted to be a little bit nosy on maybe what other people would wear. What am I even looking for? I need to get started because it is 2:16 right now and I have to be there at any time before 6. So it's crazy because it was a total... Please ignore this sound. These IKEA drawers are no joke. Anyway, it was kind of a very last minute interview. I was just told, hey, can you come today? Can you stop by today? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And now I'm like rushing to get ready. If you live in Miami, I am going to the one in Sawgrass. So it's a good 30-minute drive with traffic or maybe a little bit more. I work as a freelance makeup artist right now in the Aventura Mall MAC, which is awesome. I freaking love working there. It's not even a job. So if you are looking to work for MAC, which is maybe why you're watching this video, they have different positions available. They have permanent positions, they have freelance positions. I'm actually doing a permanent position now, so definitely not what I was expecting. I wanted to do freelance for a little longer, but you know, things happen for a reason, and if I got this opportunity, then who knows, I might as well just take it, right? So it's funny because actually my process to getting hired to begin with was so crazy and so unexpected and so quick. Literally, I woke up one day and I was like, you know what? I'm sick of what I'm doing now. I'm not happy where I'm working now, and I want to go do something that I'm passionate about and that I actually care about. And I took my resume to MAC that day. I obviously called beforehand, said, hi, my name is so-and-so, and here's my resume. I want to work here. You know how MAC is, or maybe you've heard of how MAC is. Yeah, okay, we'll call you if we're interested, and then they never freaking call you, or they call you 10 years after. She actually did call me within a week, which I was not expecting at all, and she asked me to go in and see her for a one-on-one interview, which MAC never does. MAC usually does group interviews from what I had heard and understood. So I was honestly surprised, and it was another last minute interview, and she said, would you like to come and see me sometime? Like, it was that week, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go. So I actually missed my old job that day. I don't even know what I said, and I called out and I went to MAC. I ended up meeting the manager, which she is so sweet. She's awesome. She said, well, come back and we're gonna do the, you know, the other portion of the interview, which is having to take a model and do the makeup on her. Went in not even a month later. It was like 2 weeks. I went in, I met like their corporate manager or whatever, which he was absolutely phenomenal. His name is Josh, and that guy was literally like, he felt like a friend. Like, he made me feel so comfortable. I was so nervous. You can imagine how nervous you are for a regular interview. Imagine like for a makeup interview. And everything was just going downhill at that point. Like, he was running late. The model that I had taken, which is my boyfriend's sister, she was running late for work, so she was actually doing me a huge favor, which I appreciate. I love you. And it actually ended up working out because I had another friend working at the mall. and we called her over. I don't even know how to describe like what I was feeling at that moment, and it was just so awkward because you're kind of just acting the part out. Gave me a task I had to, you know, accomplish, and it was an everyday like neutral glam. Clearly, I'm awful at explaining things when I'm getting ready or when I'm not as focused. So one of the most important things I feel like I should have added in this video, and probably what most of you want to know, is how that portion of the interview went. And basically that depends on whoever is doing your interview. But my person decided to, or I should refer to him as Josh. Josh wanted to divide the skill drill into 10-minute intervals. So it was a total of 30 minutes. 10 minutes for face, anything that you had to do to make that face look good, whether it be primer, Fix Plus, foundation, concealer, powder, bronzer, blush, highlight, everything that has to do with the face. You want to nail it down in those 10 minutes. Then he gave another 10 minutes for eyes, a full eyeshadow look, including the eyebrows. And then he gave another 10 minutes for lips. So you want to make sure to put on prep and prime for your lips, do a lip liner, do a lipstick, do a lip gloss, so the full combo. As you're picking out products, if you do take your client or your model with you, make sure to keep her very involved and engaged in the colors that you're picking out. Make sure to talk to her about formulation and longevity and things that'll really catch the person's attention in regards to all the products that you're pretty much trying to sell her on. Then he basically asked me to wrap up the interview and ask the client or my model what she liked and maybe what stood out from everything that I did to her, and then wrap it up and take her to the register. At the register, of course, he wanted to make sure that I was very nice and courteous to the client and invite them back. So for example, tell them about the Back to Mac program. Hey, do you know that if you bring back 6 items, we can give you back an eyeshadow, lipstick, or a lip gloss? So make sure to come back. Bye, have a good day, blah, blah, blah. You can imagine how stressful that interview is. You only have 30 minutes to do a full face of makeup. 30 minutes. You know what 30 minutes is? I do my eyebrows in 30 minutes. I actually discovered that it's very much doable because I actually had time remaining after I did the interview, which to me was horrible, but apparently I didn't do so bad. Feedback was overall very, very good. Actually, it was surprisingly good. I thought, honestly, like, I was just so bummed. I literally was like, oh my god, she looked beautiful, but it was just so awkward, which I'm not an awkward person at all. If you know me, you know I'm not an awkward person at all. And that was just the definition of awkward. They said, we'll call you. I think my interview was like on a Wednesday, and they said, we'll call you by Thursday or Friday, so we'll let you know ASAP. And Thursday came around, Friday came around, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and I had heard nothing from them. I was so bummed at this point. I was like, oh my god, for sure I suck. This is why This is why I have been so afraid of applying here, because I didn't want to get rejected, and this is like my dream job. Not my dream job, but you guys get what I mean. You know. Do you get what I mean? Anyway. You know, it was something that I really, really wanted, and that it was special to me. It was kind of like a goal that I set, and I wanted to accomplish it. Basically crying, and my boyfriend said, but you should call them. And I said, no, I'm not gonna be the annoying girl that, but you should call them, you should call them, you should call them. And I was like, okay, you know what, fine, I'm gonna call them. And I feel like I was kind of postponing calling them, because I feel like I didn't want to call and hear what I didn't want to hear. Like, does that make sense? And I finally did, and they said, you know, yeah, we knew that we wanted to hire you from the moment that you walked out of the store. And actually, we have been meaning to call you, but we just wanted to make you sweat a little bit. I was like, what? Little pieces of... So I was just so overwhelmed with the news. I was so excited. I like to fix plus my brush first and then do this. I don't know if I should set that eyeshadow or not. Whatever. I'm not gonna set the eyeshadow. I'm just gonna go in with the pigment. I wanted this to really pop. And this is one of my favorite pigments ever from there, ever. Like a bridal makeup or something like that with this pigment. Oh, girl. Not so orangey and not so warm like this. But this pigment is just everything. It's my favorite. This one and Melon, which is like a really orangey color. I felt like I needed to cut my crease because this pigment will really pop that way, and I think I did pretty good in not having to set it. I mean, and not setting it. Feels really comfortable on right now, so. Anyway, so I don't know if I said it at the beginning, but I was freaking out for my interview, and I saw like Manny MUA do a video. And I went so jam-packed with information. Like, I was ready to roll. I was ready to get asked about everything. She did ask me some, like, key interview questions, basic questions. She asked me what my favorite MAC products were. And if you're applying for MAC, hopefully you are genuinely a fan of MAC products to begin with. If not, like, what is even the point? Very simple questions, nothing like about the history and things like that, which is what I had learned. I literally went online and researched like who even started the company, all of this crazy information that honestly I forgot half of it right now, but I would suggest to still do your research no matter what, because you never know and every manager is different. Like, for instance, when I went to take my resume, I went, like, on point. Like, when I say on point, I mean on point. Like, now I'm, like, half-assing compared to how I showed up there. Like, I went decked out, dressed in all black, because when you work there, you dress in all black. So, I guess that's what they want to picture. Like, they want to picture how you'd work there. I wore these very pretty shoes. High heels. Okay, I'm gonna do liners, so I need to shut up. That came out so jacked up, but I'm not stressing about that right now because I just want to get a line down and lashes on. I guess I'll fix that. So, whatever. Point is, I went super decked out, and I advise you to do the same because actually I have been working at times where girls have come in to do the same thing, drop off their resumes, and they're literally wearing like flats, jeans, and like a cardigan, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, yeah, their makeup looked absolutely stunning, but you know, you have to do the whole, you have to do the show, you know. If you're gonna go, you need to go. You need to go all the way, you know. Do you know what I mean? My grandma is outside with her sister, and all they do is talk about politics and news, and it's just so funny. The makeup is looking really basic, but to be honest, I'm rushing, so I'd rather do something basic than try to go super extra and then it looks bad. So oh my god, I didn't put on mascara. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have a really bad habit of biting my nails, and I literally bite them till I bleed, and it's bad. I took off my nails the other day, and yeah, now I look like I have little boy hands, but that's okay. Hopefully they will see past that. Hopefully my highlighter will be blinding enough that they do not notice those things. Okay guys, so last time we saw each other, my camera actually died, but I decided I still want to come through with the video because I felt like I give you so much information at the beginning and you still kind of get a glimpse of what my makeup looks like, even though it honestly, oh my god, my hand is so tired. Oh, I'm not happy with how my makeup turned out at all, but honestly, it's not a big deal because it was a last minute thing. On top of that, I decided to record, which I don't even know why I did that because I cannot get my shit together. Nonetheless, put a camera to record when I'm rushing. But anyway, whatever. It's not a big deal. I am actually feeling so damn excited. Honestly, not even a tad nervous. I feel like I'm just going to work. I just can't wait to get there and meet everyone. I've spoken to the manager on the phone and he seems like such a sweet person. I'm gonna list what I'm wearing in the description box, so make sure to open that and check it if you want to get a feel for what I'm wearing, because actually everything, my whole outfit is from Fashion Nova. The pants I'm wearing, and this is actually a long sleeve bodysuit. Sir, I'm a YouTuber. Sir, I'm vlogging. Have you not subscribed?